Get on the flavor train. Get on the flavor train. Get on the flavor train. Get on the flavor train with your girl, Lady T. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, spaghetti. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tonya, Lady T. And you're on the flavor train. Why? Because the tickets are free. Y'all, I am so tired. I have been putting in the work. I have been putting in the hours. But anyway, I did me some some spaghetti, and I've got some toast down here. Some buttered toast, hot dog bun style, a hunk of burning love, and I got some pickles up bread and butter. And my bi-weekly treat is a A&W root beer. There is a passenger on the caboose that we really don't want here, but they show up maybe once a month. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, you'll see the passenger. It's a ride along. It's a ride along, yeah. I try not to mess with it because I don't like dark spots on my face, so you know they just gonna have to just ride on the flavor train. They wanted some action today too. But anyway, let me say grace. Thank you, most gracious and heavenly Father, for the food I'm about to receive, for the nourishment of my body, for Christ's sake, amen. TGIF, y'all. And of course, for those of you who follow me, I like loose spaghetti. I like to put my sauce on top. And I don't like it too soupy. I like it chunky. Chunky. But it's got some juice down there in the bottom of the plate. And y'all all switch up and do paper plates. Because, you know, people who listen to me with their headphones on, they don't like all that clanging and banging. Plus, you know, helps out with not having to wash dishes all the time. Ooh, yes. It's just chunky like I like it. I thought I had some mushrooms, y'all, but I had used it when I did my, I used them all when I did my, what's it called, y'all? I'm sorry about that, y'all. I should have stirred it up before I got on. I just like to have it all stirred up nice. When I did my Salisbury steak, but I thought I had some cans up there, but I really didn't miss the mushrooms in this. It was so good. Now I can eat. I put some shredded cheese in here too, but I like it to put it under my sauce. That way when I pour my meat sauce over my cheese, it melts. Yeah, I have some hot dog buns I had to go ahead on and use because I don't like to waste it. Great for garlic bread. I'm telling you, it's better the next day, that sauce, because it's done marinated. Oh. This is definitely my guilty pleasure. That is good to me. I gotta work some tomorrow, so I am not gonna go back in there and sit up under that computer. I'm gonna go ahead and get some popcorn, and do the daggone thing and find me something to watch, a good movie. My ice machine. Mm. Mm. We tell the Lord thank you that Jessica Brown lady with the Gorilla Goose situation, she's doing good. I saw online where she's all that glue has been removed. That's a blessing. And I think they said the doctor that did the work did it, you know, for free. But it would normally be like a, what was it, 12,000, close to $13,000 procedure. So amen. She's on her road to recovery. Rained all day. Supposed to be getting some ice. Let's sleep. So far, it's just been a cold rain. Ooh. Hurt me, burn me. That burn. What do y'all think about, well, it's inevitable. It's going to happen anyway. You see now, these box offices, I guess different movie houses, you see now because of quarantine and distancing, they're releasing them movies the same day they come out on the big screen, right? We knew it was gonna happen, didn't we? So you no longer have to, what is it? No, well, it was actually speeding up, won't it? Because I mean, you could go when the movie was released in the movie, because you know it was one of those things you work hand in hand, get a movie, box office time to make their money, and then what? About 3-4 weeks later, or just depending on the popularity of the movie, if it's still making money, honey, they keep it right on. They bleed it. They squeeze every drop, don't they? But you know, it would be some months before it would come out on demand where you could buy it, right? Now they're releasing the movie the same day on like Cinemax, HBO. So after a while, it makes you wonder, you know, what's gonna happen to the movie theaters. I mean, you know, I still like to see a good movie on the big silver screen. But now, hey, most people, if they got the space, or if they just want to, they going ahead on and doing big silver screens in their house, honey. My brother in Atlanta, he has a, man, I bet you, he has a big screen TV. I know it's a 70-inch. It's probably, no, I think it was more than that. Because he had a special entertainment thing made to surround, to fit it in. I said, my goodness, you felt like you were sitting in front of a movie theater screen. So, but I am going to replace that TV, honey. Y'all done talked about me so bad. But now, that's what's so funny now, because I can remember back in the day, a 40-inch was the business, honey. That 40-inch, it looked like a 19-inch now, don't it? Because everybody got the 55-inch, the 60-inch, the 65-inch. But, like, it ain't that deep. I mean, I got a pretty good size TV. What size is that TV upstairs in my bonus room up there? I think it's a 42-inch, but I mean, it's still a good. Hey, the teens like it. It's bigger than that screen that they look at all the time on their telephone. Yeah. This is what I call my news TV. Or me and Rex TV. Our show is Bar Rescue. And he normally comes here on Friday nights. But because we are supposed to be getting inclement weather, that black ice don't play, do it? So, keep him out of harm's way. But our show is Bar Rescue. We love that. You just have certain people. It don't necessarily have to be a man. It could be your good girlfriend. I can remember. Y'all remember? Now, I never got into it. But y'all remember when that show Lost came out? L-O-S-T, Lost? I think it was either an NBC or ABC show. And I can remember when that show first come on. Oh my God. And a Survivor. Oh, honey, people would have Lost parties. Survivor. I mean, everybody would hook up who loved that show. And they would go, 1 week they go at Shaquita house. The next week they go at Yolanda house. The next week they go at Donna house. They had real life part. And they would, But you know what? I'm funny. If I have a show that I absolutely love to watch, I can't watch it with nobody. Except for like Rex, Bar Rescue, something like that, that's fine. But one of them shows where I don't want anybody blurting out the plot. I don't want anybody blurting out, well, you think... No. I like to watch. And something like that with certain movies. Let's see, my nephew, Kareem, he was my road dog. Me and him, that was me and his little thing. We went to the movies together all the time. Yeah, he the one that I used to go all the time to go see all them Annabella movies. Annabella's alive. Annabella tied her shoe. Annabelle got a new dress. Annabelle sitting in the car. Annabelle driving the car. I mean, they put out so many of them, and that was just... And the last one they came out with, that was around the time I was buying my house. So even though there was some people in there, they gave excuse me, y'all. They gave commentary the whole movie. I was like, are you kidding me? And it was sitting right behind us. It was packed, of course. Oh. The whole movie, that couple sat there and gave commentary. The only thing that kept me from going on was I was getting ready to close on my house in a few days. That was good to me. But anyway, y'all. I forgot what movie they said is coming out tonight. Everybody's looking to see. Oh my God, so good, y'all. But I made some banana nut bread, some homemade banana nut bread, and it's so good and moist. If y'all want to see how I did it, check it out on my cooking channel. I'll put it at the end of this video, and I'll put it in the description box. That way y'all can go check it out. But yeah, y'all. That's how it goes. That was so good, y'all. Fingers itching. Now look, y'all, I get up and go walk, right? During my lunch break. And even though it's being cold, them mosquitoes are still out. Yeah, them mosquitoes are still out. They're still out biting folk. I had a bite on my foot, and like right here on my hand area right here, and right here on the top. I said, now how in the heck mosquitoes getting it in the wintertime? Child, I didn't know, but I thought, dog, I'm gonna have to spray some of those DEET on me. Sometimes a mosquito bite will wake you up in the middle of the night and you be scratching so hard it gives you a fright. And I be thinking, how in the world? It's like it attacks. It comes alive. That bite comes alive, and it's like you can't even scratch hard enough or long enough, and it feels so good. But it's like, woo! It just takes over. I've seen some people try to keep from scratching the mosquito bite, so their legs don't get marked up and look like a chocolate chip cookie. So they be fanning it and trying to blow on it. That don't do nothing but make everybody in the house mad. That ain't gonna give you no satisfaction. I haven't been craving fish lately. I don't know, I might bust a move and be done made some tomorrow. But I've been craving me a Subway steak and cheese sub, so I have the stuff to make it here at home. So that's what I'm gonna do probably tomorrow for lunch. Mm. Mm. Oh my God, y'all, that spaghetti is so good. Mm. You just have to go ahead on and make your some. Have a little fun and make your some. Mm. Oh, excuse me. Bread and butter pickles. Mm. So good, y'all. Mm. Ooh, burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Mm. Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Oh, and I just buy one. Because y'all know if it's here, I sit here and drink them. I said, you know what, let me just, don't deprive myself, just get you one. And then that'll satisfy you for 2 weeks and just get another one. And these are at like the Dollar General for like $1.25. Mm. Oh my goodness, that's a good flavor. That root beer flavor. And I can remember when I was young, I used to hate the taste of root beer. And I used to see them older people, they would tear down a root beer. I mean, they thought that was just the best thing. And they put, I would see them pour peanuts in it. And people would take a regular Coca-Cola and pour. Man, there were some things that me and Rex was talking about, that just different things you did and saw when you grew up. When you stayed with your grandma would tell you, go on down there to Miss Collins' house and get me a cup of sugar. And I'm, we 9, 10 years old, you spent the summer with your grandma for 2 weeks, and we go down there, what are you talking about? Honey, back in the day, and I don't even know if they still do that today. Let me tell you, in certain neighborhoods, in the neighborhoods that we stayed in, that my grandmama lived, let me tell you something. They always had somebody over there in the neighborhood, honey. They had a store, because a lot of people didn't have no money to get on the bus, and they were keeping children and stuff. Their husbands was working. They was at home and stuff. So, but there was somebody in the neighborhood, honey. They had a pure store at their house, didn't they? Didn't they, y'all? Honey, that you could get you some sugar, some flour. You could get you a something sweet. Somebody in the neighborhood that would keep that money in that. They would flip that money 4 or 5 times in the same neighborhood, because somebody in that neighborhood had what you needed. And so when my nanny, she needed a cup of flour, and I'm like, huh? Just go on down there and tell her what, and give her this, and you bring back my change. I mean, I'm telling you, they had that stuff worked out. And so we just did what grandma said, And then we see when she was sending us on the air, then we found out she made them little sweet cakes. I can remember that woman used to make them cakes. And when you go there, and she had a junkyard dog, one of them junkyard dogs, that when you came up, honey, that dog would carry on something fierce. But she would see, it was like, from my memory serves me correct, she had like a split level house, and her windows was like at ground level. So she saw you when you was walking by. And if you look down while you walk by, you'll see her in there in that kitchen area, in her little, I guess, cellar area where she would sell in the cellular area. Is that what I'm saying that right? In the cellar, cellar area. But anyway, what I'm saying is, she would have all her little, I mean, if you needed a cup of washing powder, oh honey, it was on. I mean, this woman had it up in there. But anyway, so yeah, that's how it was back in the day. But like I said, I'm sure there's some people in certain neighborhoods, you know, you cooking, you cleaning, oh yeah, go on down there to so and so. And honey, you better have your 25, 50 cent, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You better have your money too, honey, because you might get some stuff on credit, but not Oh, you need a half a cup of sugar? She'll put it in a brown paper bag, fold it over, 50 cents. She spit out that snuff. Child, let me tell you, that was huh, what? Yes, honey, that's how it was. And like I said, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Honey, shoot, you go to some of these people's houses, honey, you can buy a whole chicken. I'm gonna fry up some chicken. You got any more thighs left? What? Yeah, you went around there, the sister, and like I said, I can't remember what her name is. I'm gonna just call her Sister Miss Collins. Go on down there to Miss Collins' house and get me a cup of sugar. And here go you give her this 25 cents. Don't spend my money. Don't lose my money. Don't drop my money along the way, because I need to make this cake for when your granddaddy get here. We got something sweet around here. Oh, honey. Oh, all you needed was 2 tablespoons of condensed milk or something like that, honey. Go to Miss Collins. Because like I said, did nobody have a car or a bus fare to go, go all the way into town. Oh, yes, honey. There was always somebody. I can just remember that from a little girl. Let me tell you something. When you were away from your parents and you had to stay with your aunts and uncles and grandma and them during the summertime, honey, not saying that you didn't learn all your life from your parents, but you really learned stuff. Stuff. You just learned stuff. Just like me and Tonya were talking the other day about Afro Sheen. Now, this is for folk, Afro Sheen, and your hair be so soft. Now, they didn't say it in the ad when they were doing the advertisements. Oh, they didn't spell soft, S-O-F-T. It was S-O-F. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that Afro Sheen. And you know what? They sell it right there on Amazon, because I told her, I'd order us some just to see. Well, not for him, because he bald-headed. But, those products, again, for ethnic hair and, coily, kinky, curly hair, black folk hair, let me tell you, those products work just fine. I said, you know what? I'm going to order me some Afro Sheen conditioner. You just spread it in your hair. And, I can remember that stuff used to make people's hair grow. But now, now that I'm in knowledge, it's not just all about products. It's about what you intake in your body and all that. Your genes, your genetics will determine, how your hair grow. And, of course, you got to take care of it. But I promise you, that Afro Sheen, that fist, that mess used to make your hair grow. Anyway, y'all, I can sit here and jaw jag. Yeah. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. You could always go to somebody else for something else too in the neighborhood. Yeah, we found out all that stuff. Young growing up, staying with grandma and them. Man, that be sometime be the best 2 weeks, wouldn't it? Cause you see your uncles and them getting into a fight. You see them sneak the girl in the bedroom. You can hear them oh honey, okay. See Lulu, Lulu, get in the back, Lulu. This conversation, Lulu don't want us to go there, but it was the truth, wasn't it? Yeah, my auntie, my aunt, she was the queen phone talker. Oh, woo, jeez. My aunt used to talk on that telephone, and that was one of the main reasons why her and my uncles and her brothers back then, they would get into a knockdown, drag out about that telephone, honey, because she was the... Still to this day. Well, my sister Tansy. My sister, the telephone. Woo! I know y'all got some people in your family, or you know they just love to talk on that telephone. Ooh! Every time you see them, they're on the phone. My aunt, she had I bet you that telephone cord was 5,000 feet long. She would walk, go check the mail, talking on the phone. 'Cause back then, you know, they didn't have wireless and all that back in the day. Oh, honey, you had them long and they be knotted up and twisted up and everything else. My aunt would walk to the mail, check the mail, talking on the phone, walk back through the back of the house, hang up clothes, be in there in the bathroom, cleaning the bathroom, on the phone, cook. Oh, my aunt loved the telephone. Ooh. And she didn't, it's like she didn't never get thirsty. She talked. Now, we in my family, we earned it, honestly, because we some jaw jackals. But let me tell you something. On that let me go. Anyway, look. We can talk all night about stuff, can't we? But anyway, I love y'all. And I want to thank y'all for stopping on the flavor train. Because what? Flavor is where it's at. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. I'm so sleepy. Love y'all.